Why is she an illegal immigrant? Because she's Mexican. Fuck you!
Exiting Grand Central.
So we don't give a shit.
Exiting Grand Central. Just trying to keep the area clear here, guys.
Oh, things cleared out. That's my.
So that's what.
Hey guys, just trying to keep the area clear.
I'm not saying what happened in history is wrong. I wasn't alive at that time. I'm not responsible for it.
Like, thank you.
You don't run around with the brightest stars in the sky, do you? Obviously, I was not alive during that time, so I'm not responsible.
But you're actually still here. You're still here. You're a dominant person. Your patriarchy is still affecting so many people. That's the problem. And the problem is that you don't fucking understand it. That's the problem.
There cannot be lawlessness. There has to be some law. There has to be. Hold on, but I'm sorry.
Don't
give me your fingers.
A lot of people with their families, guys. Thank you very much.
We cannot have open borders where whoever they want.
You guys can come here and kill a bunch of indigenous people to put your fucking flag on?
I didn't kill anybody. And neither did my parents. My parents
your actions
My parents came here from Cuba. They came through Ellis Island through the proper channels and they became citizens.
Sir, it's not about it being legal. It's about that America is open to help. You're just being closed-minded.
I am not against immigration or immigrants. Never was. My parents were immigrants.
But saying you're against illegal immigrants is the same thing.
It is legal and illegal immigration is not the same thing.
Why does it matter if someone's not legally? Why?
Because you can't come here and just do as you please. You gotta follow the law.
You guys came here and you guys killed a bunch of people.
Are you Mexican?
Yes, I am.
Okay, do you know what happened if I went to your country illegally?
Nothing.
Oh no, you are completely wrong. You are completely
wrong. A bunch of people.
The woman who raised me for my 17 years of life is the
No one's shit about. People are still exploiting Mexican people here, and you're not doing it.
About the Marine that was held in a Mexican jail for almost a year because he was there without papers. He made a wrong turn, and he was.
Millions of people still living in Mexico who are illegal. Why would they want to transport Mexicans to here to get free and really cheap labor from them? So you're exporting Mexicans and then being racist towards them. And then
let me stop you. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
He represents this whole patriarchal idea that we should take Mexicans, exploit them, and then take them back.
Debunked years ago.
Are you kidding? No. No, but I don't. No. Why the fuck am I here? Why are you fucking here? Wait. For a second, I want to ask you something. I really want to ask you something.
More people.
Can you answer a question?
No, I want to ask you something.
You have to deal with the people.
Sir, I want to just ask you.
I'm not even listening to her question. I'm talking to you about immigration, not about the patriarchy.
But I want to know.
It has to do with it. You don't.
Sir, I just want to ask you a simple question. I'm not yelling. I'm not cursing. I want to ask you a question.
We should not let anybody else here until we take care of the Americans that are here legally.
But if you weren't...
By all means, legally.
Sir.
By all means.
Bring them, sir. Exploit them for cheap labor.
I would never say that's right.
You don't have the right to say who's American or not. The woman who raised me for 17 years was technically an illegal immigrant. And you don't have the right to say if she's American or not.
One thing you and I can agree on is that is wrong. That Mexicans were exploited, it is wrong. I agree with you. But at the same time, we cannot bring in people here, legally or illegally, until the Americans, the veterans. What about them? We need to take care of them.
You are born here. That a bunch of Mexicans already live here. The border that had crossed them still made Mexicans live in this place. There's still a bunch of generations of Chicanos living here. There's still so many people. The thing is that they're racially profiling a bunch of people because there's been so many cases of people, Chicanos, who are illegally here trying to be deported. That's the problem. This situation is profiling
By patriarchy, do you mean a place where women are oppressed? All right, I'll tell you right now, in this country, women have more rights in this country than men do. And, but wait, you asked me a question, let me answer. If you really want to fight a patriarchy and you really want to fight for feminism, you need to go to like the Middle East because they need you there. They need you.
But at the same time, my two best friends have been raped, and every day when I walk to school, I'm tackled because these men want to tell me what my body is. No, it's not okay.
I'm not gonna
But then how do we not live in a patriarchy?
And I'm going to tell you, a lot of women that make false accusations. Every year, something like 35% of accusations are false. That's a problem.
Okay, so it's women's fault when they feel threatened every day of their lives that they say that. I'm 17 years old and on the walk to school. Every day I'm looked at for my body and come to talk about how my boobs and my body, it's not okay.
I'm sorry you
So
feel
how
that
do we
way.
not live in a
I'm sorry you feel that way.
How do we not live in a patriarchy?
I'll tell you, my girlfriend is 31. She walks around. She's not afraid of anybody or anything, and I'll tell you why.
It must be my fault.
Because she knows how to defend herself. She can defend herself.
Okay, because I don't know how to defend myself and I'm raped, that's my fault.
God forbid that ever happens to you. No, and I did not say that. You're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
So explain it.
It's called preventative measures.
So if I walk down the street just like a slut or a whore? I'm not saying you said that. Let's say what people call slutty and whore outfits. If I walk down the street like that, I'm kind of saying that my body doesn't matter and that. So is it okay if someone rapes me then?
No, listen.
So there's
rape
no such.
is never okay.
So there's no such thing as preventative measures.
You are coming from a place. You are coming from a place where you live right now in a big victim culture. There's like, I feel, you said your friends were raped and I feel bad and that's a terrible thing. Did it happen to you?
There's no point in talking.
I also have a friend that was raped. I don't cry about it.
What did you say?
I also have a friend that was raped.
And you don't cry about it?
I feel bad for her.
Oh, I'm so sorry. As a man, you don't feel bad for it. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. Well, I cry about everything to begin with, and I've had so many people who are really close to me been raped, and at the school we go to, we now have a dress code, and like for my friends who've been raped, little things like dressing themselves help get control of their bodies again, and men like that, I'm not saying all men because that's a really broad statement, but men and also women like that who say they're preventative measures are just influencing rape of culture, and like it's not okay and it never will be, and he doesn't have the right to say, oh, I don't cry about it. Like, I don't really care if you cry about it, and it just is really frustrating to be told we don't live in a patriarchy.
If you are allowed to express, I am allowed to express.
Why is Trump a white supremacist? Just give me one example. Why is he racist? One example. That's all I need.
I don't even need to say anything to you.
Oh, I love it. Because I'm a white male.
The fact that you can't answer those questions means you're not paying attention.
But what does the fact that you can't answer the questions mean?